This is IGN. A dazzling adaptation of one of Broadway's most beloved musicals. This is your IGN review of Wicked by Alyssa Mora. Wicked doesn't just defy gravity. It defies some incredibly high expectations, too. As a massive fan of Stephen Schwartz and Winnie Holtzman's Tony-winning origin story for The Witches of Oz, I was wary of any attempt to turn the stage show into a film. But Crazy Rich Asians and In the Heights director John M. Chu unwinds Wicked with tremendous insight into what I and other fans love about it in the first place. As the future Good Witch of the South and Wicked Witch of the West, respectively, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo deliver masterful and passionate performances that make them the perfect Elphaba and Glinda for this generation of musical fans. No small feat for roles originated by Broadway legends Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel. Early glimpses of the film raised fears that it'd be plagued by the same visual effects problems as so many other modern-day blockbusters, but Wicked is as tactile on the screen as it is on the stage. I can assure you, the halls and dorms occupied by Elphaba and Glinda and their classmates at Shiz University aren't flat, lifeless CGI creations. The intricately designed sets elevate the choreography of each musical number and are used to great effect in comedic songs like Popular. Dancing Through Life triumphantly translates the joy of seeing Wicked live. Dancers perform acrobatics in rotating circular bookshelves. Jonathan Bailey, who I swear has chemistry with every single person on the planet, taps his way across books with a flippancy perfectly suited to the charismatic Prince Fiero. And the ensemble works and sings in harmony. Early on, The Wizard and I was the first song to prove to me Erivo, with her expressive performance and vocal prowess, was the perfect Elphaba. In the same way, Dancing Through Life's exuberant choreography marked the moment where I said to myself, oh, this movie gets it. In true musical fashion, the big ensemble numbers are where Wicked is at its best. Choreographer Christopher Scott brilliantly plays to the remarkable production design from Nathan Crowley, particularly during the maximalist One Short Day. Chu has always excelled at capturing cinematic opulence, so it makes sense that he'd be able to combine all of these elements into something so lively. Grande brings a zaniness to Glinda that makes the character. She applies her operatic vibrato to the most ridiculous lyrics and dominates the screen with all the aura one might expect of a global pop star. There's an effervescence to her performance, and she carries herself with elegance and outlandishness all at once. It never detracts from the more emotional performances, particularly when the mood of the film dramatically shifts in the third act, and she never overpowers Erivo. The two synchronize like they were born for it, their genuine connection heightening the emotional stakes of the final minutes of the film. This is where we should note that Wicked covers only the first act of the musical. Part 2 and everything that comes after the anthemic Defying Gravity will hit theaters next year. Not everything works visually in Wicked. The animal characters fall into a CGI trap of sorts, hailing from the same uncanny valley as the characters of Disney's live-action remakes of The Jungle Book and The Lion King. Colors also feel oddly washed out at moments. The Shiz courtyard falls victim to this, gorgeous but not quite giving that colorful fantasticality one would expect from an Ozian university. Beyond these relatively minor flaws, Wicked is a truly faithful adaptation of a beloved musical, and the film has a couple of surprises up its sleeve, including one particular cameo that got my audience cheering. It's a long film, sitting at roughly 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it never drags. Wicked is a well-oiled machine in the hands of John M. Chu. This film adaptation epitomizes what modern movie musicals can and should be, embracing its source material while cleverly translating it to screen. Tear-jerking performances by Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo make the movie, playing to their individual strengths to bring to life the rapport between Glinda and Elphaba, who will go on to become the good and wicked witches of Wizard of Oz fame. If as many people love this film as much as I did, Wicked will undoubtedly immortalize the Grande and Erivo duo in movie musical history. Wicked's IGN score? 9 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Wicked updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.